Hello, friends. Good morning. It's Nkoya, aka NdiNaija. Ja, ja. We're live from the kitchen, the extra lights and stuff, because it's time to cook breakfast, and I decided y'all's was gonna join me. Whoa. I decided that you guys were going to join me this morning. We have a lot to do today with regards to cooking. A lot to do with regards to cooking. I think I want to pull this down a smidge. Yeah, so that we can see what's going on over there. Yes, all the stuff that's going on over there. I should probably move this. Yeah, at least for now. Okay. Make sure this is facing the right way. Yep. All right. That looks good. First things first. And I'm going to have to be doing this a lot. First things first, I'm going to wash my hands, which is right off behind you guys. And then we're going to make some eggs. And this chicken needs to go in the oven. So the first thing I need to do is preheat the oven. Start that at 350 and keep going. I hope the video is public as of now. All right, I think it is. Yep. Cook with me. Live chat. All right. Let's have that over here. And like I said, oh no. TJ, you didn't do what I asked you to do. You took a plate and instead of putting it where I asked you to, you put it right into the bowl that I was using to do something. So you are in trouble, my friend. Come on, finish your chores. Finish putting this away. We're going to be doing stock-based prep and making breakfast. Breakfast is going to be eggs. Whoops. Breakfast is going to be eggs and peas. Come on, go on.
Not eggs.
What?
I don't want eggs.
You don't want eggs and peas. What do you want? Use your words.
Plantain, rice, and chicken.
Plantain, rice, and chicken. Y'all, can you hear this kid? Who's here? Good morning. Hi, Nyleave. Hi, Michelle. I'm supposed to be this way, but I'm looking at the comments that are here. This kid wants a full Nigerian meal. That ain't happening, but I will get half of what he wants done. The chicken is going to go into the oven, and I need to season the rest of the chicken, and he is going to eat fried eggs and peas. That's it. Put the rest of the stuff where it's supposed to go. Thank you.
Now where does this top go? Mama, there's actually copies of the cup. Actually, copies are a lot.
Can you concentrate, please? Where did you put the cup itself?
It's inside here, and there's even more.
Hi, Trisha. Good morning.
There's even more of this stuff. Now where do these stacks go? They go inside.
No, they do. This one isn't even fully clean. It's okay. I got it.
You're saying it's not.
Trying to get the kid to do what he's supposed to do is a little tough this morning. Oh, so how are you guys doing? What are you guys doing this morning? Man, it is so dark and gloomy outside. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm not using my microphone today because I'm downstairs. I mean, I guess I could for a little while. It'll just be... Okay, Tej, you need to come do these dishes, please. I said you need to come do these dishes.
What do I do with them?
I'm going to wash them and rinse them and put them in there. Where are you going? Where are you? My friend, will you come back here? If you want to eat, you're going to do these things. So give yourself some. I am about to put some chicken in there. This chicken is already seasoned, so I'm not going to have to do a lot to it. But part of the stock-based prep that we are going to do, and let me show you guys, is to season some more chicken. And before that chicken is seasoned, I have fresh garlic and some fresh ginger and pepper that all need to be blended. And that's just to show you the stuff that normally goes into my stock anytime I'm cooking. This is habanero pepper. And this is fresh ginger. And this is red onions. So all of that is going to go into what I'm calling my stock base. So anytime I'm cooking, or most of the time when I'm cooking, I have fresh ginger, fresh garlic, and fresh red, other way like that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be rinsed out, cleaned, removed. Man, it feels like there's not a lot I'm going to be able to do today because my helper isn't being helpful. Do you have any tips of getting a 5-year-old to be helpful and they're just grumbling and sulking? And when I was a kid, that would have earned you a whooping. That's not working right now. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. So I'm rinsing off my garlic, my fresh garlic, in some ginger. I'm sorry, in some ginger, Lord. I'm rinsing off my fresh garlic in some water and vinegar. That's what's in here. Because I've had that fresh garlic for a little while, and I just need it to aerate a little bit, and the vinegar will help, it'll just help to clean it some more, because I bought it already peeled. I didn't peel it myself. So if there are any impurities or anything in the garlic, that'll be removed by the vinegar. Yeah, so that needs to soak for a while. I've already put this into that. Put some oil down, and I'm going to put the chicken in. I have some spatchcocked chicken. This is chicken stuffed with shrimp and jambalaya. All of this is going to be cooked and put into the freezer. But this is going to stay out for a while. And now rinse and continue. So what are you guys doing? Oh, it feels like this isn't fully thawed. This chicken is tightly packed. Tightly packed. I'm going to bake all of them right now together. And it's already seasoned, so, well, it's already seasoned, but I am going to put a little bit more cayenne pepper into it. Okay. Staying at home. Oh, okay. Okay, great. You guys can hear me. Great, 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 great. Next thing, I think I'm going to add a little bit of, not basil. Oh, did you all want to see my spice cabinet? There you go. Spices, spices, spices. Whoops. So that's the dry spices. I'm going to get some Old Bay. I know that'll be opposite for you guys, but yeah. Some Old Bay and some basil. I think I need a little bit of cayenne pepper. Basil, cayenne pepper. Because we likes it spicy here. We like it spicy. TJ, would you like some boiled eggs since you don't want fried eggs?
No.
Okay. This is brand new. Just opening. Basil. Did I say hi? Hi, Michelle. Oh, come on. Really? Why is this basil taking this long to open? And tell me if the angle is okay or if you guys just focus directly on the food. This is as good as it's going to get. Oh boy. Okay, now sprinkle a little bit of basil, and the oven says, I'm done.
Mama, you don't have to tell them that. You already know how to do that.
Okay, why thank you. Hi Gigi, good morning.
Stop.
Okay, turn everything over, and then put a little more. So like I said, this is already pre-seasoned. I'm just adding a little bit, just a little bit of these extras to it. Ginger. Goodness, I keep saying ginger. Ginger's in my head right now. Old Bay and cayenne pepper. Not a lot of Old Bay, just a sprinkling. You guys won't be able to really see my sprinkling because it's a small sprinkle. Okay, that's enough. And then some cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. So when all this is done and goes into when it's all baked and all, and cooled, it'll go into the freezer. Okay, numero uno. One thing down, 3 more to go. No, 4 more to go. Because there's plantain to be fried. There are eggs to be fried. Ooh, excuse me. There's plantain to be fried. There's eggs to be fried. And then there's another chicken to be cooked. And then we have to do the stock base. So I'm still soaking the garlic in the vinegar water. And the good thing about this vinegar, especially when I buy it, because I use vinegar in a lot of different places. Now my Sam's has this distilled white vinegar, and the pack comes in a pack of 2. I make a spray for my countertops with vinegar, the Blue Dawn, and a little bit of water, and I use that to clean pretty much every surface in my house because it's bacterial, disinfecting, and all of those good things. But I'm just glad that I didn't have to go buy more because of people stocking up and all of that. I also use it to wash berries. So whenever we buy strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, if you want your berries to last longer in the fridge, you just put some water in a bowl, put some vinegar, soak the berries for a little while, and then rinse it out. And then you have your berries for a week. So I needed to wipe this down. I'm going to have to wash this down. Okay, there's one more. So next, the eggs. We're going to do about 4 eggs. We have lima beans and sweet peas. Those are the vegetables that we're using. Well, vegetables that we're using today. Now, if it was just for me, I would have used stuff like kale, but the kid isn't very used to kale just yet. I need another bowl for my 4 eggs. Can you guys see what I'm doing? I'm not sure. Trying not to just give you a full or just... I wish I could zoom. I'm sorry. Oh, I can zoom. Yay! This is hard. This is hard. Hi, Tina. Good morning. Everybody's still saying good morning. Okay, egg time, egg time, egg time. We're going to do And since you guys can't see, I'm going to put the stuff here. I'm going to make 4 eggs. And you'll see everything that I put in my eggs. TJ, do you want sardine in your egg?
Hmm?
Do you want sardine in your egg?
What's that?
What do you mean, what's that? The fish.
Yes, Mama.
Okay. So we're going to have a little bit of sardine in our eggs, which, as you guys know, is great for omega-3s and so on and so forth. What exactly was I planning on doing when I was breaking that egg? We are going to do 5 eggs in total. Can I help you, sir?
I just want to put a shadow.
Okay. I would appreciate you not messing with my lighting.
I don't want anyone to look at it.
That's not being very helpful, Josh.
Haha.
5 eggs. And the pack goes back into the fridge. Ooh. Cleaning and sanitizing, cleaning and sanitizing, and washing. So much hand washing. Anyway, this is the way it normally is when I'm cooking. Oh, and spoiler alert, you guys are going to hear me in my Nigerian accent today. Woohoo, because that's what you do when you got kids. Because this is frozen, I'm going to put these 2 first. The sweet peas and the lima beans. Because they have to cook a little while before I put the eggs in. Should I finish the lima beans? Should I finish the lima beans? Very easy. You get your veggies, you get your protein. Hi, Tracy. Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary is here. I need to catch up on your videos. I need to catch up on everybody's videos, actually. And hopefully I get to do that this weekend while I'm I'm gonna finish the lima bean. That was it. Okay, so a little bit of spice, a little bit of oil, and maybe I should put a little bit of butter, some coconut oil and some butter. To make this what it will become. Someone said something. What? Did you finish the garage? No! What? I'm leaving that for later. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to be looking here, but I'm reading the comments from over here. So if you see me looking this way, it's because the comments are over here. You meant to post yesterday. You need to film a clean with me dishes style. Okay. And yes, like I said, I did not finish the garage. The butter will add a little je ne sais quoi to the eggs. And then it's time to spice it up. A little curry in the eggs and a little curry in the vegetables. I'm not going to put salt in the eggs, but I will put salt in the vegetables because these veggies tend to soak up salt anyway. And then some garlic, sriracha. Where did it go? A little bit of garlic sriracha seasoning blend. And then Old Bay in here with cayenne pepper. Some cayenne pepper is also going to go into the veggies. And that's the simple situation. I feel like I have too many spices in here now. Cayenne pepper. And salt. So what do you guys have in your spice cabinets that I don't have? I think I'm trying to update my spice cabinet these days. I saw a funny picture on Twitter last week. Some guy was talking about alphabetizing his spice cabinet, and he had literally four or five spices in his spice cabinet. It was hilarious. It was hilarious. One of them was salt. I'm still laughing. One was salt. One was all seasoning or seasonal or something like that. And the third one, I don't even remember everything, but it was everybody people clowned him so bad because it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So this just has to warm up and essentially cook. I might have put a little too much cayenne pepper. But that's fine. I've been fighting allergies all week, so it'll clear me out. The kid is fine with stuff that's spicy, which I'm so glad for. Because as Nigerians, we deal with spice every day. Every single day. The hell? Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you take your eye off the food. So I'm going to watch the food. I'm not so much going to watch the comments. But I'll try and keep everything in frame to show you all what I'm doing. Salt, pepper, cinnamon. Exactly. He had 4 or 5, and everybody was asking him, where's the bay leaf? Where's the basil? Where's the cinnamon? No, I think he might have had cinnamon. He had black pepper. No, I think he had pepper and salt mixed together, and then another salt. 2 of them were salt. It was ridiculous. I think you're sufficiently warm now. And I'm just going to coat you with a bunch of eggs. Yep. So that's why I'm asking what's in you guys' spice cabinet. Because I don't want to be caught slipping. I will not be caught slipping. Exactly. There was no pepper. Or nothing spicy. It was ridiculous. Lower the heat and then... Now, disclaimer, this is not going to look like greatest of meals. I'm going to wash these dishes since this child is trying to not act a fool. So it's not going to look like the greatest of things, but the intent is there. I haven't learned food styling yet. I'm not sure if that's something I'm going to eventually learn, since if I keep on doing stuff like cook with me's and, presenting food on YouTube. I think I will. I mean, I think I will have to. But if I don't, please bear with me. So I'm washing dishes in the background. Now that my dishwasher is free, but I'm still keeping an eye on these eggs. I need to rinse this out and okay. Okay. Turn. I'm not very fond of having a single turned omelet. Maybe because I prefer scrambled eggs. So this is essentially going to be like scrambled eggs. Okay, you need to cook for a smidge while I rinse another dish. The next thing that I need to do, once those eggs are done, slice the plantain and start them in the air fryer. The knife is all ready. I'm going to slice plantain, put them in here, and we'll go on. Oh no, I missed one. Okay. Pieces. And I think part of the reason I do eggs like this is because I grew up in a house with many people. That needs to go in the trash. We were several people in the house at one time, so my mom or my aunt, whoever was cooking, would divide whatever eggs they fried into several places, just so that everyone could have a little bit. Because it's expensive to feed a house of 10. It's expensive to feed a house of 10. You have four children, 4 growing children, and 6 adults. That's a lot of people. A lot. It's about time to take the eggs off of the heat. And we'll be on to task number 2. Yep. And it looks like the egg might look like it's slightly burning, but that's because butter has a much lower smoke temperature than coconut oil. And I didn't put a lot of coconut oil. A lot of the coconut oil was actually absorbed into the peas and the lima beans. All right, that's done. I'm going to turn this over. Any other piece of the egg that's left undone will be taken care of by heat. The heat that's already in the egg around it. So that's off. Next, we're turning to number 2, which is that. And that's where I'm reading the comments. So, what should I do in this case? Hello. You look like you have everything. I don't know. Organizing spices. Hold on. The bottles aren't all exit. Well, that's the same situation I have. So all my spices, let's have a look, see. Can you guys see that? So we have the little bottles. I tried to organize it in this way. The little bottles and then the big bottles. But then you have these in-betweens, which that's also an in-between. That can move over there. I need to separate them by Italian. That's also an in-between bottle. I need to separate them by, I don't know, food type. But I don't really cook a lot of, I don't think I cook a lot of non-Nigerian food, but that might not be true. This is new. I think the new stuff should come up here. And then I have butters and honey and stuff like that. There are more spices here. Bay leaf, pepper soup, moi moi seasoning. Whoops. Oh, I have another thing of, wow. I have a lot of pepper, hot pepper. This is dry pepper. This is cayenne pepper. I have some more cayenne pepper somewhere here. This is another cayenne pepper. But these, I'm going to pour this into the big cayenne pepper container eventually. What is this? Coriander, cinnamon, nutmeg. I think I need another Old Bay. I need another Old Bay. This one is full though, so I don't need to buy it for some time. But I will definitely need some caldo de pollo, some chicken bouillon, and some beef bouillon. Actually, I don't need it because it's up there. Ooh. This is a thing of being Nigerian. This is what we do. And I have to thank my mom for that because it's a habit that I have formed. We are good at stocking up on a normal day. So stuff like spices, we usually don't really run out of. It's the staples that we run out of. So this is the big container of the beef and chicken bouillon. This is some white wine and garlic butter seasoning. This thing is good. This white wine and garlic butter seasoning. If you do take a screenshot, you'll need to reverse it. Okay? So that's it. That's the stuff at the top. Moi moi seasoning. Moi moi is, like it says, bean cake. It's a type of Nigerian food. So what don't I have here? There is cinnamon. I don't like cinnamon though, so I don't really use it. Pepper soup spice, I have 2, so I have enough. I need some more curry paste because I just finished my green curry. I only have a red curry. But we're getting to the hotter part of the year, so I should not need, whoops, sorry. We're getting to the hotter part of the year, so I shouldn't need curry for now-ish. Okay, time to do this. Time to turn around this way. Where am I going to put this? Yeah. So you guys are going to see my back. Yep. Plantain, onions, beef. Not beef, what is that? Okay, time to do plantain. This is my air fryer. This is a 7-quart air fryer that I got from Sam's on sale. Now you have to preheat while I do that. What someone say? Hi Cheryl, good morning. Cheryl is here. Wow. Okay. Yes. So you, Tina, so you know you had 8 children and yourself and your husband. So you know it's tough feeding 10 people. It's tough. And yes, there are 10 people on the live. Thank you. Please hit the like button. The only thing that I've made in this air fryer so far is plantain. Because I mean, that's what I eat. That's what we eat. I love plantain. Oh, more honey. That needs to go up. There is no more space in this spice cabinet. And that is a good thing in some ways. Time to slicey, slicey. Goodness. And the reason this is here is because we're going to blend spices, not spices. We're going to blend a bunch of things that will become stock base. Those things include, but are not limited to, habanero peppers, onions. TJ, please can you get the onions from the pantry? There are get 2 more onions, please.
Which onions?
And garlic, which is soaking in some vinegar. You eat garlic every day, so I don't know why you are pretending.
I don't eat garlic.
Yes, you do. All right, that's preheating.
Okay.
No, in the other pantry.
Oh.
Plantain. Yep. So according to the directions, you're supposed to preheat your air fryer. Oops, I'm in the way. Yes? It's there. If you concentrate, you will see it. See, this is why I have to shed my quasi-American accent when I'm talking to my kid, because like he doesn't understand what I'm saying if I'm speaking from. Have you seen it? Plantain.
That's my most one. I do.
TJ, if I go there and I see it, what should I do to you? Because I know that it's there. I know that you haven't looked. So if I go there and I see it, what's going to be your punishment? Please make sure you focus on it. It's right in front of you. Focus on the shop, focus on the place. Okay, I brought the rest of the onions, including the one that I'm growing. I need you guys to tell me what to do with this onion that's growing. Have you closed all the doors? Okay. See? It's growing.
Oh!
It's growing.
Oh! How big did that get? How big did that get? How did it get that big?
Keep this in the other pantry, please.
Oh, wait, a big onion is like that?
Keep that in the other pantry, please.
You mean in here?
Sazon Goya. Okay. It's preheated for 3 minutes, and then I take the thing out. Uh, tomato or bouillon, parsley flakes, Italian seasoning, oregano, sage, cinnamon. Slap your mama! I saw some of the slap your mama at Sam's earlier this week. I didn't want to get any because I was like, my spice cabinet is full. But I think I will get some and do some experimentation. I also have liquid smoke. Where is it? I have liquid smoke somewhere, which we use to make jollof rice. Oh, so in case anyone wanted to know how to slice plantain, this is how I do it. You make a slit in the plantain from top to bottom, open the skin, and what I usually do is this. After cutting off the top and the bottom, put them into here. And then you just slice, and I slice them diagonally so that at the end it gets this shape. And about this thick. So I don't know how to describe it, but you just go like that. Can you see? Oh, my palm is blocking what I'm doing. Okay, let me see if I can do it like this. Is this better? Does it work? Yep. So that. This is hard for me because I'm bending over the. I have to turn and concentrate because I'm holding a knife. And now while you're doing this, you have to be careful with the knife. I'm used to cutting like this, so I know that close to at the middle of the cut, I usually stop applying pressure so that you don't slice your hand. These are sharp. Another important thing to have in your kitchen and I'm sure most of you have it, is a knife sharpener. This is my knife sharpener. I think I bought it for like somewhere around $10 at Ross or TJ Maxx. I think I'm going to put the first set of plantain. And it's already preheated to 395. And then put it in. I could have just done this. And I don't put salt in my plantain. I never have. Some people put a bit of salt. I'm not fond of salt, so I don't put salt in my plantain. I feel like it's sweet enough as it is. But you can, if you like, put a tiny bit of salt into it. So that's going to fry. While it's frying, we will continue with the cutting and the slicing. Okay, great. What grew? My spice cabinet? Bay leaves, Mrs. Dash, ground cumin, chili powder, cayenne pepper, marjoram. What is marjoram? Fennel seeds, pinto bean seasoning, thyme leaves, seasoned salt, and turmeric. That's something that I was looking for this week at Sam's. I'm out of turmeric. I'm completely out of turmeric. But I think at my HEB they sell fresh turmeric. I'm just used to using the powder. I'm not used to using the fresh. Why are you complaining, sir? Okay, bring your plate and come get your eggs. I'm going to chip away some of this. TJ. TJ. Did you make your bed? That's a question, so I need you to go make sure. This is what we do Saturday mornings, y'all. The only difference is there's no music, which I can't put on because of copyright. I'm going to need you to have a better attitude, okay? Or you're not going to go to grandma and grandpa's house. This child, he's playing with. Can you people imagine? And I usually wait for my plantains to be this ripe because then it'll be very soft. But I just didn't have time. I didn't have time or energy earlier this week to get it done. So it's about time for me to turn, and I have to slice some of this off because it's way too soft. It's about time for me to turn this. Have you made your bed?
Yes.
Okay, so bring your plates and come get your eggs. Okay, this is what the plantain looks like. I'm going to turn it, even though it hasn't been here long, just so that it doesn't burn. What is it?
Is that because
I'm talking to the people YouTube land. I guess you're not ready for your it's so much harder to do this way. So after about 4 minutes of being in the air fryer, you take the plantains and you turn it over. They should be getting slightly brown. Now mine is a little yellow because I want to do it a little differently than I've done before. I want to see if it'll make a difference. TJ, you want to wait for the plantain before you eat your eggs? Okay. You're not getting chicken now, and I'm not giving you rice. I don't know where you got that from. Meanwhile, the chicken is cooking nicely. That's it over there. After a while, I'm going to turn it over. So maybe after we're done with the whatchamacallit? After we're done with the plantain, after the plantain all fries, we'll get it done. That's it. Yep. Turn you this way. Oh, this is going to end up being a little bit of a tour. I should be careful. Thank you, Cheryl, but I am careful with the knife. I need paper towel. I need paper towel so that I can look at these comments. Okay. Sriracha hot chili sauce. Love it. Nigerian. Nor cubes, ground hot pepper, Jamaican curry powder. Oh my God, oxtail marinade! I haven't made oxtails before. That's something I want to make this year. Jerk hot and spicy. Oils, red palm oil, vegetable oil, canola oil, coconut extra virgin olive oil. You have an oil, okay. Cindy says she has an all vegetable seasoning, Himalayan pink salt, and a reggae allspice seasoning. I like that. Since you guys are here, I'm going to show you my pantry. Wow, it looks like we have a bad storm. Uh-oh. This onion, yo, what am I going to do with this onion? Should I put it outside?
No. It's a storm. You can put anything outside if there's a storm. Because you know, big storms can blow stuff.
Okay. Time to slice the rest of the plantain. And then in a few minutes, we will see what's going on. All this into the trash. Okay, so see that? See that? This is a good time to turn. And this is around when you start smelling the fragrance of the plantain. Why do you turn it over in the oven? Why do I turn what over? The chicken? So that it cooks evenly through. I always turn chicken over. Well, anything I'm cooking, especially in the oven, I always turn, well, not everything. If I'm cooking pastelon, I would not turn it over, just because. And for the chicken, I want the juices that have run down. So if you look at it, like this, so there's chicken up here and there's chicken down here. So the juices that have run down from the top all the way to the bottom, then the ones at the top become a little dry. I turn it over so that some of those juices transfer back to the top and then soak back through, if that makes sense. I have to finish turning this plantain. The only thing that irks me a little bit about using this air fryer is the fact that it's tougher to turn stuff that you're cooking inside. Because if this was in, ow, that hurt. If this was inside regular, I feel like it would have been easier. Okay, that goes back in for several more minutes. And then I'm going to show you guys my other pantry. Hold on. Hi, Yolanda. Good morning. Oh, I think did I want to flip the chicken now or later? Let's increase the time. 12. It'll be more like 15 because there's more stuff. I did want to show you guys my pantry, but I was going to do a separate video of the pantry. Well, because you guys can't see it. You can't see the oil, but TJ, this is where the stuff that we blend is going to go into before it goes into the freezer. So that's palm oil that you see right there. I have some rice vinegar. Turn the light on. This is some chicken broth. Okay, now we have some light. Ugh, goodness. I hate this thing. Oh, crap. Y'all didn't remind me. I didn't put sardines in the kids' eggs. I forgot the sardines. Anywho, there's beans, tea, snacks, popcorn. This is what it looks a little crowded now because there are a few things that are added just because of stockpiling. Like, normally I wouldn't have this much Capri Sun. So the Capri Sun, this tuna, I wouldn't have these. I wouldn't have the canned beans. I wouldn't have an extra thing of coconut oil. that's about it, because everything else is pretty much a staple. I had this chicken here because of, I think, a hurricane or a tornado, but everything else is basic and is normally in here. I have some seaweed over there, rice, and yeah, that's it. Anywho, so the kid isn't getting any sardine today because y'all forgot to remind me. I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Okay, now you sit back here. It is about time to take the plantain out from the air fryer. I know, I know, I know. Look, dude, with all your complaining, I'm going to send you off to Grandma and Grandpa's, and then you spend the night there. Because me, I'm tired of all this. Well, the plantain might be just slightly overdone. Slightly. But it still looks good. No, this is actually great. See? Plantain. Okay, so what am I doing? Wait, what are you guys saying? Ohio's in a stay-at-home order. Oh, you guys are saying hi to Yolanda. Yes. Okay, Cheryl, so you flip it over in the oven as well. Good. Ohio's on a stay-at-home order except grocery stores and gas stations. Oh, wow, really? Because, as you guys know, I work in construction, and we are considered essential. And construction work has to go on because it's commercial construction and we're constructing a school. So we are considered essential. So I'm putting in the second batch of plantain. And this, for me, frying plantain in the air fryer is easier because there's less cleanup. You know, you don't have to deal with a whole bunch of oil that you have to figure out what to do with. You just have this pan and whatever knife and spoon you use to fry it with, and that's it. And it also doesn't take a lot of oil because it's, just a pump or two of this. And I'm using avocado oil, and I feel like I'm going to need more soon. I'm using avocado oil. Some people would brush the surface of the plantain with oil after they've laid it in here. I'm not doing that, but I am going to spray the oil spray over it. And then while that's being done, I'm going to turn the chicken. And you just nice once over, and that's all the oil it needs. Time to get the chicken out. Man, that looks good. Whoops. Oh. Did you guys want to see it again? Did you see? That's what it looks like. Ooh, and you can see the juices. Now, usually save it. I save it because it's very good for stock. So, the reason we use a lot of stock, we use stock for beans, we use stock for jollof rice, we use stock for coconut rice, fried rice. Is my mom on here? If she's on, Mommy, what do we use stock for? We shall stock for a lot of things. So, gotta turn the chicken, like I said. Get some of the juices that are down there to go up into the rest of it. I can turn this upwards so that you guys can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. Ooh, now this is it. Nope, this is work. Okay, that one's done. This one's turned. The next one is turned. So a lot of cooking we're going to be doing this morning. The first thing we did was eggs. We made some eggs with lima beans and peas. The second thing we're doing is the plantain. Third thing we're doing is this chicken. The fourth thing we're going to do is also chicken. We're going to just season chicken. This is the chicken. This is the chicken. Hi, Ijoma. I didn't know you knew I had a YouTube channel. Or wait, you've been on here before. Ijoma is in Nigeria. Are you in Nigeria, Ijoma? Have you come back? We went to the same school together in Tennessee. Ah, goodness. And now I have to wash my hands again. Ha. Okay, so Ijoma is in Nigeria. She's a friend of mine. Girl, how are you guys handling the lockdown? Because Nigeria has started their lockdown. Gigi said, wait. Oh, your husband, your dad, and you are also essential on the back porch, take an early morning walk when no one is around. That's good, so that you can maintain your physical distance. Oh no. And then, hashtag turn chicken over. Cindy, oh goodness. Cindy is 50 and planning, y'all. Yeah, you hope it doesn't work with the trail parks. People don't listen, we'll mess it up for all. That's good. Yes, stock for, exactly. So some of this chicken water goes as stock for soup. Yes, you were, exactly. That was back then, 10 years ago, 12 years ago. So I waited a little too long to turn the plantain, but you can see the edges are starting to brown a little bit, and then it's time to turn it. It's time to turn it. So yes, 11 years ago, was it 11 or 12? 2006 was when I joined YouTube and started making videos. So that's more than 11 years ago. I think that's like, it'll be 14 years later this year. This kid was very serious about not eating until he got plantain. Okay. Well, I guess he's not hungry. Because left to me, no way. No way, Jose. Okay, turn that over. Actually, TJ, where's your plate? The first set of plantain is done so that you can come and eat. This was the first thing we made. The This was the first set of the second thing we made. Where's your plate? You're asking me where your plate is? At the table and put your plate. I feel like he should be doing stuff.
Where's my
Yes, ekpedeme. Where is it? Well, that one is not dry, so get another one. How many plates do you have? You have several, so don't act like you don't have enough. Yes, you have several plates. Rinse this out. Ekpedeme. Oh man. I've seen complaints about that, Ijoma. In fact, I heard that in Port Harcourt, I heard Governor Wike lock down the markets and everything. And that's not funny because how are people going to buy food? People can't afford to stockpile food. Now we have to go back to old ways of storing things. Like somebody was asking, okay, how am I going to keep my vegetables and stuff in order, especially in a country that has problems with electricity? You say, excuse me, please. You want to use... What are you looking for? Okay.
Sorry, Mama.
That's fine. So yeah, he shut down the markets. Now we have to go back to old ways of doing things. And a lot of people have forgotten how we did that back then because they don't live in houses anymore. Way back when, before electricity was introduced to Nigeria, people were able to preserve their food with what we call, the native way. It's a thatch house in the mud hut with a thatch roof. You light a fire and hang whatever it is you want to preserve high up in the building, sometimes near the roof or often near the roof, and allow the smoke to inundate it, and the smoke helps to dry it and preserve it. And with that, you didn't need to use a refrigerator. They did that for fish, meat, and vegetables. But a lot of people have forgotten. I gotta go wash these. Is your plate ready?
Yeah.
Not cooked enough. I didn't wait long enough. TJ, where's your plate? You didn't to cook food for you, so what are you expecting? Is that where it's supposed to be? Where's the food? Put it in front of the food.
Okay.
Aha. What are we talking about? We're talking about ways to keep food fresh. Because we have forgotten the old ways of keeping food fresh. Okay, it's here. TJ. So this is what the kid is going to eat. I'm going to put a little bit of sriracha sauce on it. You want me to put the hot sauce on it or just...
No.
Okay, take. No. Ah. Yes. Where is my charger? I feel like I need to charge my phone. Sorry. I need to do a little bit of that. 62. Okay. But not too happy about the price of things. It's ridiculous. Every time people have to run generators. So the markets are still closed. They tried to change the name of NEPA. That didn't change anything. I forgot that I needed to... Oh, I've already turned the chicken. Forgot that. How many? All right, time to get this out. Oh, I wasn't concentrating. So this is a little more burnt. TJ, Cheryl says good morning. What do you say? You say good morning. That's all you say. Say good morning.
Mom, why did you put more of that?
You need to put more of what? Because I'm frying the plantain.
You already gave me some because I like something.
I gave you some because that's breakfast for this morning. Sorry, guys. I'm back. I didn't know that it went talking. But I'm back now. And let's see what you guys are saying. Yes, that's what's happening in Nigeria right now. So, like I said, Gigi, they changed the name of NEPA. Change much. It's PAN now. It's still NEPA because it's still the same thing in principle. This is week 4. You've been stockpiling. That's good, Naili. Stockpiling for almost a year. That's good. Exactly, Gigi. That's the major concern. People who don't have generators. I would say almost half of the population in Nigeria cannot afford a generator at all. At least half. It might actually be more like 60%. And they can't afford a generator. They can't afford to have diesel or petrol. I mean, there's still housing insecurity for a lot of people. You have a whole family that lives in a one room, not one bedroom, one room. Yeah. No, it wasn't you, Cheryl. It was you. It was you too. Let's see what our chicken is doing. I need to get new mitts, new oven mitts. Well, I don't need to. Right now it's a want. Well, I need to, I guess, because this one has a finger coming out of it. But I want to match my new colors, my new kitchen colors, which is this. Hello, Mr. Chicken. How far? What's going on? Whoops. And it's about time to start our... Ooh, this is good. This is delicioso. Delicioso. That's Spanish, son. I wonder why it's draining so much water. Maybe some of it was still frozen. So what's going to happen is that it might be boiling a little bit, but it should be almost cooked by now. It's been in there for a while. It's going in clear, coming out clear. I would say the chicken is done. I would say the chicken is done. going to turn it again, just so it soaks in. Now, what some people will do at this stage is, if you want chicken to have a brown exterior, you raise the temperature. No! Yo, I just lost some chicken to the oven. Have to dig deep. Have to go there and fish it out. Finish turning the chicken and putting it back. So yes, if you wanted to get proper brown exterior, sort of to mimic the look of fried chicken, you would increase the heat and move the rack where the chicken is to the topmost part of the oven so that it sort of broils. And with that, you have some browned chicken. I mean, it'll never be fried chicken, because fried chicken and baked chicken are just way too different. Way different. This plantain is cooking a little faster because there are fewer plantains in the pan. Oh, since everybody's home, how are you guys doing with food and kids? Because, I mean, I have just one, but it's so weird. Now, I work mainly from home, so, oh, sorry, I have to bend way this way. I work mainly from home, so I have the liberty of, being home and often making my lunch or getting my lunch. But I don't know, these days I don't really feel hungry in the afternoons until like 3, 4, and by that time it's usually time to go pick up a kid. So sometimes I don't have and just have an early dinner. So I've been doing that for a while, so I forget. This week I've had to be reminded once or twice that he's hungry in the afternoon. So normally around 10, 11, 10:30 or so, 10:30, 11, I'll make him a little snack. Some fruit, crackers, whatever, just something small. But after that, I usually get back into the throes of work. And then, I don't remember, because I don't need to eat lunch. I don't remember that he does. I mean, there's food in the house, there's food in the fridge, but it's still, that thought of, oh, you have to make breakfast, you have to make lunch, you have to make dinner, is just like when he was a baby and needed all that stuff. Oh no! I damn near fried my charger. It's so hot. Glad I remembered now. I forgot that the back of an air, very, very dangerous. Muy denderoso, if that's a Spanish word. Hi Sherry, good morning. Oh, Gigi, so you have family and friends in Lagos, Ilorin, and Ibadan. Southern Belle Creates that just had a baby. Yeah. Thank you, Cheryl. You're vegan, so you get everything fresh, and you have to do. Yes. 50, you're right. It was because it still had some ice in the middle. So some of the chicken was frozen. That's why there's so much water. I should drain the water. Let me get a glass container. Let's see. use this one. So this is some chicken previous. This is beef stock, I think. Sometimes I have to smell them to remember. This has some stew seasoning in it. Heck. I don't know what both of them are. But I feel like this one is chicken. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be used. I need to cut you out and wash this container because the bine's gone bad. TJ, you're going to come help me take the trash out, Tiano? Yes. I should excuse you. Why? Close that cupboard, please. This kid is trying himself, not me. Because I am not in it for it to do. You better warn yourself, oh. Have you finished eating your food? Like I said, don't try me. Try Jesus, not me. Yes, try Jesus, not me. I am not the one. Not today. Hi, Pine and Ginger. Good morning. Yeah, you feel like you're always cooking. You are always cooking, Gigi, because there are more people in the house. There are more people in the house, so you need to cook. Okay. Now I'm going to try and drain this chicken and then let it rest because the chicken is cooked. We're done. We've done 3 things this morning. Whoa. And again, we forgot the plantain. So you, oh, yay me. What am I going to do? Was I planning on picking this up with my hand? Yep, that was the plan. That is not going to work, madam. Because you would have burnt yourself so bad. All right, and now time to wash. Take that out. That's it. Plantain is done. I guess it could have taken a couple more minutes. Doo-doo. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, 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 ha. Ooh, it's hot. Plantain is hot. Uh-oh, am I still on? Okay. Joya is old enough to do for yourself. Yolanda, Joya should be on cooking duty this whole period. She should be on cooking duty. Hi, Ethan. Good morning. TJ, Ethan says good morning. Wait, Gigi, how many kids do you have? Thank you for giving the video a thumbs up.
One of them are
Ramen noodles last night. I bought some ramen noodles also. We don't usually eat ramen. Some because I think it's very easy to make with peas and some sweet potatoes on the side. Or eggs, rather. Eggs and fish. So yeah, that's it. Hi, Kate. Good morning. We have been cooking. Oh, yeah, Gigi, you do have a large household. So you, your dad, and your husband. So that's 3. And then your 19-year-old, 14-year-old, 10-year-old, and 6-year-old.
the 19-year-old. He is sleeping because he is a big kid.
Did you hear what TJ said? TJ said, like, TJ said your 19-year-old is sleeping because he's a big kid. So, yeah, he might be right. Teenagers tend to not wake up early. Oh goodness, but yes, you have some big eaters right there. 6-year-old son, 19-year-old son, and then your 10-year-old daughter and your 14-year-old daughter. Ooh, that's a lot.
That means it's 10?
Oh no, she has allergies? Oh no. You did yours with chicken strips and lots of good seasoning.
Wait, are they made?
He's gone to work. He has gone to work. Yes, he's a big kid who has gone to work. So maybe you need to go to work.
I was gonna say that next.
Oh, okay. He was apparently going to say that next, y'all. I need to put my phone to charge and drain this. So we're done with 2 out of 3. The next set of stuff that we are going to do, or we as in you all, well, we, you all of us, we're going to get to blending our basic spices. So like I said before, jalapeno, no, habanero, onion, ginger and garlic. Where's the ginger?
Garlic? I eat garlic berries.
I will come to you. I have not yet peeled the garlic. I mean, the ginger, and that was a problem. You're cooking breakfast? We cooked breakfast also. We cooked breakfast already, I mean. Ooh. Homemade seasoning, yes. So that it's going to go into the fridge, the freezer, not fridge. And I'll need to show you what we had previously, because we're running out. We're running out of that. All right, let's hope this works. I am trying to pour out the stock.
Stock.
The chicken stock.
I was like, stock.
I need your help, Josh. Come. Yeah.
Whoa!
Take this. Where are you?
This onion is bigger than I thought.
Hold this fork. Hold it properly with your palm. Now, I'm going to turn this. I need you to use the fork to hold back the chicken. You can touch my hand, but don't touch anything else. No. Use your right hand. Come, this way. Use your right hand.
Ooh.
Use your right hand and do this. This is what I need you to do. So your hand is going to be on top of my hand, okay?
Okay.
No, not that hand. Your right hand. Hold the fork. Hold the fork. Okay? Leave your left hand. You're holding back the chicken, remember? So that the chicken doesn't fall into this. So hold back the chicken. Exactly. Now put your hand down. Good job. Thank you.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that could happen.
It's to prevent the chicken from falling into the water.
Oh, I can't hold it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That wasn't a lot of work. Why are you acting like... You guys, I'm tired. I feel like I need a break. Whew. I forgot to turn off the oven. I need a small break. I'm a little tired. I don't know. Yeah, you're not tired because you haven't done anything. He hasn't done a thing and he's saying, "Oh, I'm not tired." Yeah, it's easy to not be tired if you're not doing anything.
That's because I do not.
Okay, chicken is done. Eggs are done. Plantain is done. It's time for a lot more work because getting your spices together There's so much peeling involved. I have some, what is this? Garlic? Garlic. I have some garlic that has been drying out here. Hold on a second. Wait, what? Okay. Each generation is a little more advanced than the last. Isn't that is very, very true. Amen. We will survive, Will. We will survive. We will survive. Oh, definitely. They come out knowing how to use the phones, the TVs. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Uh-oh. I think all this garlic might be bad. I was only trying to dry it. Well, this is food waste at its finest, people. Yeah, it's over dry. Well, that's an entire head of garlic that's gone. Because I was too tired. And I suspect the second one will be like that as well. Let's see. Am I going to be lucky? Nope.
Man.
This one is a little better, but it's still way too dry. I think I waited too long. So we're supposed to be working on zero food waste. That can be to manage as a single parent, even with a schedule.
That was written to me.
Even with a schedule. So thank God I have the other ones that I had previously, because this would have been a total loss. Nah, this is way too dry. It's not just way too dry, it's way too, it's just way too something. So all that's going to go, and I'm now going to wash.
Look, I'm taking HQ.
You're taking what?
HQ. He's in my quarters. Look, I took it.
Where are you taking it to? The garage?
Just let me hold it. Oh, but I gotta figure out the cover. I gotta figure out how the bottom square is.
I'll be back, guys. I'm just washing some things. The pan from the air fryer and the not chopping block, the thing you shall use to chop. I think I need new chopping boards. Yes, I do need new chopping boards, but places like Ross and TJ Maxx, they should be closed by now because we have a stay-at-home order. So all non-essential businesses are supposed to be closed. It's so weird how this stay-at-home order is going to affect nail salons, hair salons, everything beauty and leisure related. Everything beauty and leisure related is going to close. And on the one hand, it makes sense, but on the other hand, it's just a lot. So let's see. How much habanero do I want? I'll start with the onions. I will start with the onions. I'm going to need to sharpen this knife. This knife is getting a little blunt.
Whoa, whoa.
You have, oh yeah, they're getting bored. It's pouring rain. So he wants to go to his grandma.
I'm grandpa.
You're eating the last of your Nigerian bread. I went to the Nigerian store the other day and I did not buy Nigerian bread. I considered that a win for me. Why are you yelling? He wants to eat again? No, Ethan, no more food. You just ate.
Oh, why do you tell me that?
Schools are closed until April 28th.
You're not in this house anyway, so you cannot talk to me.
TJ, I'm going to need you to watch the way you talk to me. If not. Yes. You cannot use that tone of voice with me. Do you care?
Mama.
Because don't come and be acting like you don't have home training. I will show you that you do have some. Oh boy. All right. And yet, with all this, I haven't eaten breakfast. So. This child is trying me this early morning. I am not in the mood, and I'm getting hungry on top of all this. Inside voice, please. Inside voice, please. That's one. Okay, starting with the onions. I think I'm going to need a new blender soon. I've had this blender for 6 years now? 6 years. I've changed the middle part of the blender though. So let's see. We're going to put, let's leave this small onion. We're going to put 2 onions. I might actually need more than 2 onions. Bless you. Turn on the light and make sure all your work is finished. Find all your homework packets and make sure they're finished. Find all of them. Your language homework. There's one that's not finished. Now find it and finish it, please. Yo, I'm getting really, really tired and hungry. It might be time to stop.
Tired and hungry.
Yep. Tired and hungry.
Tired and hungry.
Yeah. Mama has done a lot of work today.
Mama.
Onions. Yep.
Mama.
Yep.
This pack is not finished.
It's not finished. Then finish it. Check all 4 packs and finish it.
I don't have 4 packs. I just have 3.
I think I'm going to use only the small container of habanero because if I use the larger one, this whole thing will become way too spicy. And that's not going to be fun for anyone. Yeah, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let me see. There's 9 of it. 9. And now I need to be careful with this pepper because after I am done, I will first of all wash my hands before I touch anything else. So I can't read some of the comments that I've missed. He has stopped. He has listened. He's now doing his work. You recently had to replace your blender. Oh no. Okay, washing my hands now. And then I will add the ginger. Ooh, that pepper felt. I could feel that pepper. Like I said, I didn't peel the ginger beforehand, so I have to peel it now. That's going to take a little while. But it is washed and dried. Oh, and this is what it looks like right now. So we have 2 onions in here. And then right now there's 9 habanero peppers. And I'm peeling the ginger, the fresh ginger to add. And then I'll add the garlic. A little bit of water, all of it will be blended. It will be put in this, which will be frozen. And then every time I want to cook, I'll take a little bit out. What did you say? You can see that I'm holding a knife. It says cross out all the objects that are not tools and color all the objects that are tools. So tell me one thing on that's a tool.
Axe.
Is that the only thing that's a tool?
No.
Tell me the other things that are tools. Uh-huh.
Wrench.
Mm-hmm.
Hammer.
Mm-hmm. I saw a screwdriver there.
And screwdriver.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay, you're right.
And then cross out elephant, hat, hamburger, flower.
That's correct. Yeah. So it's 11 o'clock. I feel quite productive, but I think after this, it's just going to be rest and then getting my hair done because there's not much to do. We discovered yesterday that TJ is outgrowing his bicycle. So that's another thing that I'm going to have to spend money on soon.
You really want to waste your money?
It's not wasting my money if I'm buying something for you. Where did you get that from? How is it a waste of money? That's nasty. Boys, I'm farting. Thank God he's not in my kitchen doing that.
I wasn't farting.
Oh, you weren't?
I was putting my toes on something that makes a fart noise.
Oh, okay.
Staying down here.
So maybe I should just end this video because it's, oh, first of all, it's almost 2 hours. So yes, it's about time. But secondly, this would be the time I would normally end it anyway. But I think we've done a lot. And thank you all for joining me. Wait, your Wi-Fi stopped working. Oh, right now, hold on a second. I'm trying to make my stock base. So this is what I'm using for stock base. I have red onion, I have habanero pepper, and the reason I have so many is because we like things spicy. I'm now peeling the ginger. I have a whole bunch of fresh ginger that I have to peel, and I can't peel all of them on camera. And then we have some garlic. Let me add the garlic now so that you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. Oops, lost some of them. Most of them are not gone. So that's ginger. So the things that make up my stock base are ginger, garlic, habanero pepper, and onions. And that's a good base for any stock, stews, chicken. There are many, many dishes that you can't get away from using one or more of these ingredients. So one way to get prepared for it is by doing what I'm doing. So when you make this stock base, this is going to be a lot of ginger. I might need another onion. When you make this stock base and you freeze it in small quantities, right now I'm going to freeze them in those ice containers or ice, what are they called? The things for ice. What are they called? These things. So I'm going to freeze them in here, and then whenever I want to cook, ice tray. Thank you. Oh God, words. If I hear your mouth one more time, it will be time out for you. Sorry. So after I blend all this together, so right now we have, and I need to have that, hopefully it'll make this the thumbnail. Right now we have onions, habanero pepper, and garlic. I'm going to add ginger, and the ginger would likely fill the rest of it. And a little bit of water, maybe even a little more onion. A little bit of water. When I'm done blending, put them in ice trays. And then whenever I'm ready to cook anything, I just take a few of them and use them to cook. Before, what I would do is after doing all of this, or sometimes I would blend garlic separately, ginger separately, and habanero pepper separately. That's another way to do it also, but I just wanted to try this method to see if it'll work. I think next time I will do it all separately. So I'll have onions separate, ginger separate, garlic separate, habanero pepper separate. You can freeze all of that, and then anytime you need to cook, just take a little spoon, dig in, and you have essentially a spoonful of whatever fresh spice that you need. So that is basically it. I am going to put some of this ginger that I've peeled in here, and I'm going to go rest because I am T-red. I'm tired. For a recap of what we've done, I'm going to get everything out. So that's the first ginger that I'm adding. Whoops.
Mom, what's a
recap? Recap means to go over what you have discussed.
That.
So you're essentially repeating what you have previously discussed. So the recap of today's live is that we, A, made some eggs.
Oh yeah. I already got that.
B, we fried some plantains. C, we baked some chicken.
Okay,
And D, we're making our stock base. So we've done a lot this morning. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for joining the live. In case you're watching the replay, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I learned to do all this in Nigeria because This is what my mom does. And I'm very glad she passed.
Grandma?
Yes, your grandma. But she's my mom, okay? So you all have a great weekend. Stay indoors and make use of what you have. So if you have all your spices and all your fresh things, just start putting them to good use. I think the next video would be that after I do this, some of what I blend here will go into the fresh chicken, season it, and I'll marinate it and then put it in the freezer. So that's another thing you can do. Have a lot of fresh chicken, a lot of fresh meat, make your seasoning, marinate it, put it in those little freezer bags and freeze it. Then anytime you want to cook, bring the chicken out so it already has the marinade soaked into it and you'll have a very flavorful chicken. Trust me. Just get you a handful. Ginger, onions, maybe one habanero if you're not good with spices. Fresh ginger, fresh garlic, onion, habanero. Or you can skip habanero if you're sensitive to spice. Blend it. Mix it with your chicken, whatever fresh meat you have. Put it in the freezer. 2 days, 3 days. Bring it out, cook it. Bellissimo. Delicioso. It will be very delicious. So thanks so much, you guys. I'll talk to you all later. Bye. TJ, you want to say bye-bye?
Bye.